Ida for refusing to share my inheritance with my sister who spent everything she made? 9 years ago, I then 21 started my first part-time job. Within a few months, my sister Leah, 25 was finally rewarded with a permanent full-time job in her desired field and work environment. My parents and I were very proud and excited for her because she genuinely liked her work despite its challenges. At that time, I wasn't sure what to do with the extra money since we still lived with our parents. I started learning about investing. One day, Leah saw what I was doing and expressed her interest in learning too. I remember reading about topics that had caught my eye at the time, and we regularly shared our sources. During the first year, we contributed to our respective accounts consistently into investment products that suited our individual risk tolerance. I believe this is where things started to turn with our relationship. When my sister saw that her account had grown after a year, she started spending more of her take-home pay on various things. She would often say that she deserved to splurge more on herself since her investments had grown and will grow more than her increased expenses. It was none of my business, so I didn't say anything. It was her money and income after all, but I did miss the time we spoke about investing. Those little meetings happened less and less as time went on. Fast forward to now, I, 30 plan to move out of my parents' home. I will make a sizable down payment on a property and still have approximately $300K saved for retirement, an emergency fund. Initially, my parents were adamant about giving me money since they wanted to help both of us once we decided to leave. It took showing them my brokerage account and explaining that this wouldn't be possible without their generosity, for example paying for groceries and charging well below market rent. I do not regret sharing this with either of them. A week or so later, my sister caught wind of this. She was insistent on sharing this inheritance from the stock market since she claims to have contributed to my learning. Leah went on about how it wasn't fair that I never used my money, I was being a hoarder, that she had more expenses and more debt as a result, and that she worked more, often overtime, to make ends meet. I showed her my portfolio. Specifically, I showed her the monthly contributions that have happened over the years. I asked her if any of these were made by her. I showed her my portfolio's composition. None of her recommendations were there due to my lack of knowledge, interest, or being, what I believe to be, speculative in nature. Leah went silent, got up and left the house. My parents overheard this unfold. They said that while they feel I am in the right, I was harsh in a matter-of-fact kind of way. I just felt like I had to shut that shit down as fast as possible. I don't plan on sharing my savings. This argument with Leah happened a few days ago and she has yet to speak with me. I can already tell this will affect our relationship. Ada?